hope you are well. I thought I would end the day with me just doing a little vlog of reading After We Fell. It is a thick with a capital K, honey. Like, yeah, Anna Todd did not hold back. She did not hold back with this fucking book. But I'm super excited to get into it, and I will just keep this intro very short. So let's see what happens. So I couldn't even wait, guys. Like, I literally did the intro and I just had to like sit down. I haven't even made dinner yet. To Jay, for loving me in a way most I couldn't read. For loving me in a way most people only dream of, and to the Hardins of the world who deserve to have their stories told too. Oh, so sentimental, Anna Todd. Yeah. No, this is why I don't need to have a channel. This is why. Right, let's get into it. So I'm starting on the prologue. Is that even gonna focus? All right. Oh, I love that it's literally starting off where the last book ended. Like, literally starting off. The first couple of sentences is literally how After We Collided ended. Like, she's picked it up straight away. I love that. I love that. She's a genius. She's not making us wait at all, is she? God, so if she's getting right to the point, then what the hell? What's all these pages then? Wait, I didn't even check how many pages it is. 837 pages. There's gotta be a chapter 143. 100, you know. 100, you know. Fucking hell. Alright. Stop. I need to stop analysing how long this book is, because it's actually gonna put me off reading it. I should just get on with it, because I know that when I'm in it, I'm so in it. Like, I can't put it down. But it's just starting it. Who else is like that? I think I'm like that for literally everything. Like, I will check in with you guys once I've done more reading. My cup of tea. I'm sorry if the lighting's a bit weird. I don't want to have like the full lights on, so I hope that's okay. But just drinking mango and lychee tea from Sainsbury's. It's actually pretty delicious. I love it. Added a bit of honey. Enjoying that so far. And yeah, I'm gonna get more of, I didn't get very far earlier, I'm gonna get more of After We Fell done. And I've got some snacks here as well. I've got tortilla chips from, I think these are just literally like the cheapest ones that you can get, but they taste nice. It's the Cool Original. Story of my life. As gluten-free, I've had to give up Doritos Heatwave, and I used to be obsessed with the red ones. Oh gosh. Used to be obsessed with the red ones, so now obviously I can't eat it, so that's the problem. So I've got those, and then I've also got, let me tell you something, okay? Everyone that knows me knows I have an addiction to these. My camera keeps bloody dying. I think I'm only on, literally so far, I'm on chapter 3. Yeah, about halfway through chapter 3, and they're already arguing. They're actually already arguing, and I'm like, Hans, like, for what reason? For what reason are you arguing? But yeah, I'm also listening to the audio as well at the moment and following along on the book. Do you know what it is? Sometimes with them, I feel like a fly on the wall that shouldn't be listening into the arguments that they're having. Like, they'd be fighting and I'm like, ooh, ooh, like, you know, I'd be like, ooh, like, I really shouldn't be, like, they're bickering. They're literally like a married couple that's been together for like 15 years. They're bickering at each other. And sometimes I do think Hardin is right, but sometimes I do think Tessa, most times I agree with Tessa personally. There's people out there that agree with Hardin, right? Because my friend, she agrees mostly with Hardin. So yeah, it's an interesting one. If there's a spoiler, I will put spoiler, but I think I'm gonna try and not spoil anything, but right now I need to say something. So if you do not want to know what happens, literally, it's right at the beginning though. It's literally, I'm on chapter 3, so I don't know much. But if you don't want to know what happens right at the beginning, then I would say skip ahead. Everything else I would try and keep spoiler free. I don't know if I'd be able to stick with that though, because me and my big mouth, I don't think if I get too excited, I just say stuff. So I'll probably, in editing, have to like do something. Okay, so skip ahead. Now that they're gone, okay, now that they're gone, they got their warning. Yeah, Tessa and Hardin are basically arguing over the fact that she's just so trusting in like her father. She allowed him to come, invited him to the house, right? So on one hand, I do think Hardin has a leg to stand on, because it is like, you just met the dude and he abandoned you when you were younger. Like, how you just inviting him for a dinner or whatever. But then at the same time, under these circumstances, he is homeless. Well, he seems to be homeless, like, you know what I mean? So I understand, and that's her father at the end of the day. Like, she's gonna want to make sure he's okay, right? So what is a freaking dinner or a bath gonna, literally a shower gonna do? What is that actually gonna do? So I do agree, but I disagree. Like, I'm in the middle of both of them. I think maybe she could have just taken him out to a restaurant, like them all to eat out at a restaurant someplace else, like a third party, you know, scenario is involved in an environment that isn't so intimate to her and Hardin. Because inviting him back to her and Hardin's place, I'm not gonna lie, is a bit invasive. Like, I don't know, because especially because she doesn't have a good relationship with her father, and she hasn't had a relationship at all with her father. So it's like, really, you're just gonna do that? I mean, I would feel some type of way as well though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I was with Tessa and we shared a house, right, just hypothetically, I'd be looking at her like, bitch, what? Like, say what? You say what? I'll be like Hannah Montana. What does Hannah Montana do as well? No, say what? I'd be literally like
I said, guys, Miley is not interested in doing any movie right now.
Yeah, I'm going to college, and no movie's going to change that.
It doesn't matter to her that Tom Cruise is her co-star. You tell Mr. Spielberg I said thanks, but no thanks.
Oversized sweatshirt buying daddy who just said 3-time Academy Award-winning director, producer of Jaws, Jurassic Park, E.T., Men in Black 1 and 2, wants me to star in his next big blockbuster opposite of Mission Impossible, Honky Honk Tom Cruise. Say what?
no. But then at the same time, I have a soft spot because he is her father, so I will kind of allow it. But yeah, in an ideal world, she would have taken him somewhere else. So, you know what I just said about not spoiling it? I'm sorry, I think I'm just gonna have to be just true to what I feel, and then maybe later on put a disclaimer somewhere. I don't know, because I don't think I could keep it in. Literally, I'm on page 20, not very far. I'm already getting juiced. Like, I've already had an argument between Tessa and Hardin, and now I've just been told that basically Hardin has an expulsion hearing for basically annihilating Zed, like literally beating him up. So that's tomorrow, so I bet you any money something's gonna go down, and I'm totally here for it. But I'm not being funny, I'm all for Hardin, but shouldn't this bitch be in jail for beating someone up like that? Or is that what it is? Expulsion hearing. That to me just says like expulsion, like from the school, from the university. That doesn't tell me he's gonna go to jail for assault. You know what I mean? Physical assault. Like, make it make sense, Anna Todd, come on. What? Make it make sense. So basically, he got that tattoo as a replacement for marriage, basically. Like, he's saying, are you fulfilled with that? Like, are you happy about that? I'm not being funny. make it make sense? But then he goes like, oh, I don't want to lose you, I don't want to this. That's what marriage is for. Like, I'm not being funny. If you want the person to be fucking, you know what I mean? Like, marriage seals the deal. Like, if you don't want to lose her and you love her that much, why not get married? I don't understand it. I don't get that. I don't get hardened though anyway at times, so let me carry on. I keep stopping all the time, like. I'm just gonna be watching some Sophie and Cinzia and eating my vegetable sushi. While I'm watching that, I've got avocados and cucumber from Sainsbury's. I also got this gluten-free soy sauce that I'm going to be adding, and just some fruit to snack on as well. So yeah, I'm just going to be eating that while I watch Sophia and Cinzia. I love their channel. And then I will get back to reading. I'm just gonna paint my nails. I just put this in my hair from my last video. Cute little head tie thing, hair tie. You know how before I was saying that I was watching Sophie and Cinzia's video? Oh my gosh, guys, it's actually crazy. They were talking about like how one of them, Cinzia, her drink got spiked. Do you know how fucking crazy that is? Now that my nails are done, I love this color. It's such a cute, like, neon bright pink, vibrant color. Loving it. It's quite summery, but I'm here for it. So now that that is done, I'm going to carry on reading after we fell. I haven't read that much today, actually, so I'm kind of disappointed in myself, but I'm gonna get through a good chunk now. What time is it? I think it's around 9ish now, 9 p.m, so it's quite late. Let's get into it. I am currently on page 32, so I'm not very far in, but I think shit's about to hit the fan. That's why I've turned the camera on. She's about to meet Zed. I don't know what for, and it's annoying me, but alright. Oh my god, so basically now Hardin knows about Seattle. This is not gonna end well, is it? It's not gonna end well. What is he doing? Hardin, I don't know who you're talking to. How could you humiliate her this way? What do you mean? Hardin's so jealous. Tell him right now in front of me. He said now or I'm done with you. Why is he making her do this? Hey Siri. Pause audible. My phone's over there, but too much is fucking happening. Mate, I'm not being funny. Hardin right now is being such a fucking control freak. Like the control ling? I can't even talk. Like I'm flabbergasted. Like who and what? For what? She's trying to help him, and he is talking to her like this. I'm not impressed. This is why I'm not Team Hardin, to be honest. I like the idea of Hardin, don't get me wrong, but when he does shit like this, I'm not here for it. He's telling her to tell Zed that she doesn't want anything to do with him, or like that she doesn't like him in front of him, like in front of Hardin. So he's telling her what to say. She's a puppet. She's repeating what he's saying to Zed. Nah, mate. Come on, Tessa. I thought you were getting some sort of backbone. Like, come on. I can't even. I knew it was a mistake for her to meet Zed, to be honest, but she was doing the right, like, she was trying to, you know, help him with this case. She had good intentions. So if my buddy, the person who I'm reading this with, right, she comes after Tessa for that, I'm cutting it right there. She's catching a case. Oh, okay, let me continue and I'll come back. Hey Siri, play Audible. He said I need to unlock my iPhone first. Actually jarring. Okay. She's got a backbone. Erase everything I said earlier. I knew Zed was gonna freaking be like, I'll take her. Oh my gosh. Why is he being so aggressive? Me or Seattle? Hey Siri, pause Audible. I'm not being funny. I'm pausing way too much, but I'm not being funny. I'm sorry. If a guy makes you choose between your career, right, your actual career, and you're young and you're starting off and you're trying to, you know, have a name for yourself and put yourself out there and just like, you know, your life, start your life and like put the work in. And then he tells you, oh, you've got to choose between me and your work thing. Excuse me? Excuse me? And he wants her to move to England at some point, and he's not willing to move to Seattle. If that isn't selfish with a capital S, I don't know what is. Ugh. He's giving me the ick. Like, he's actually giving, he's just making me like, he's not even attractive to me right now. Like, he's not attractive. His controllingness and like him just being so selfish, not seeing it from her point of view, like her eyes, like he can't see that this is good for her. He's not being supportive at all, and this is a once in a lifetime opportunity for Tessa. Like, he should be happy over the moon. I'm not being funny. Long distance relationship, it's not like she's moving to Australia. It's not like she's moving to Mars. You can still see the bitch. Like, oh my god. Okay, let's just carry on. My throat. Hey Siri, continue Audible. I can't believe you're making me choose. I'm gonna need an answer by Friday. Has he asked her if she even wants to go to England? He says, I know I'm being an asshole. You know it, but you're not stopping. Oh, don't get me mad. My apartment. Are you serious? Hardin, you better change that back to R. He better... Sorry if I'm yelling, by the way. I've got Audible playing. Hey lovelies, so I thought I'd just pick up again. I'm basically on chapter 60. Oh, I'm basically on chapter 60 and a whole lot of shit has gone down. Like, I don't even know where to start. Like, I've literally breezed through the last couple of chapters, to be honest. I just couldn't put it down. I was just really into it. That is my broken necklace that I'm using as a bookmark right now, and I thought it was kind of cute. It's got like a... Is that gonna focus? Yeah, so I'm just using that as a little bookmark. I think it's cute. But what has happened? Oh gosh, I don't even know where to start. Where's my phone? I haven't really been that great at recording my reaction, to be honest, because a lot has just happened and I've just been in the moment and not really picking up my camera. I'm trying to not spoil it, but I'm spoiling it. If you really are wanting to read this series, then I would I don't know, because I don't think it's too spoilery, but at the same time I'm gonna say what I need to say. So first of all, I think this book here is a lot steamier than the other ones. I don't know if Anna Todd sort of got in her groove a little bit more, but this one is definitely more steamy so far, what I've read. Oh, the hot tub scene, just like, I was like, what the hell? Hardin, come on, come on. How did you translate that to what was happening? Like, how? I'm not gonna say what it is, but yeah. So you know what, I'm kind of sort of really liking Zed. I know that this is quite controversial, but I think I'm liking Zed just a little bit. Like, he's been nothing but good to Tessa, like obviously after the bet, the whole situation, but if you think about it in comparison to Hardin, he has been so far the one who saved her multiple times, the one that she can turn to multiple times, a trusting guy. I think he's in my good books right now. I do prefer him over Hardin, but you know what Hardin's like. So Hardin found out about Seattle, and shock, another argument. I'm not being funny, it feels like this book, I don't know if it's because of the length, but it just feels like they get into such heated arguments again and again. There's not been one moment basically where they're good, but they're like, it's an instance where they're good, but there's an undertone of something that they're trying to basically either forget or either just like not talk about in that instance. So a lot of things are getting pushed under the rug, so it's just like, come on, just talk about it like adults, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I just think that Hardin, he's such a, like, there was a scene, mild spoiler, we also got introduced to new characters in this book as well. At first I wasn't keen, I was like, what is going on, why are we getting introduced to new people? But I do like them. So at first I was like, who is this bitch, who is she, you know? But then now I've kind of grown to like the new characters as well. But basically he was using, I think her name is Lillian if I'm correct, Lillian, he was using her to make Tessa jealous. Even though Lillian is gay, he was still using, because Tessa didn't know. Tessa thought that he was flirting with her. Hardin had his arm behind her chair and like everything, was like looking at only Lillian and could only see Lillian. He didn't even pay any attention to Tessa. And I'm like, what was the reason? Like seriously, what was the reason? I want to know. For what reason? And you claim you love Tessa. I'm not being funny. He's such a manipulator. He knew, right? He was playing games. He knew that she would come at him on some next level and then he would like talk his way out of it or something. He's so manipulating. This relationship, I'm not gonna lie guys, it's toxic.com. It's actually toxic to a whole nother level. I've never read a book where I felt more frustrated about two fucking people. Like, I've had it up to here, I'm not gonna lie, I've had it up to here with their arguments. Like, I'm getting to the point where I'm like, enough is enough, you know? But anyway, yeah, so he's being quite flirty with Lillian, basically, and then in the end, Tessa finds out that it was nothing, but then I'm like, okay, but for what? For what? For what reason? I just spent, what, 4 fucking chapters reading about this. For what reason? She forgave him anyway, she forgave him. And then he has the cheek, I'm not being funny, I'm sorry, I know I'm going off on a tangent, but Hardin then has the cheek to talk about Robert, about Tessa having a normal chat with Robert, the waiter. After he's just been flirting it up with Lillian, he has the cheek, Lord. No, Hardin said like, you know, oh, I always like say these things, hurtful things to you because I know you'll come back, like I know what you're like, you know. And then I'm like, girl, I'm standing from like a girly point of view. I'm like, girl, you could do so much better. I'm like giving Tessa pep talks as I'm reading it and I'm like, she can't hear me, what the fuck. But then the one line that really broke me was when he said, there's a difference between not being able to live without someone and loving someone. Just deep that, just take it in. There's a difference between not being able to live without someone and loving someone. To put it into context, like, he's basically saying that he doesn't love her, but he can't live without her. After all the shit she's been through with him, he has the audacity to say that. I'm sorry, I'm actually kind of done with Hardin, I'm not being funny, because I am looking at Tessa like, he's gonna break her. He's actually gonna break her with these sort of snide remarks that he makes. I don't think it's fair. And I've had enough. Lillian's girlfriend, oh, I forgot her name, but Lillian's girlfriend basically tells Hardin as well, treat your girl well or someone else will. And I was like, amen, sister. Like, I'm not being funny. If he doesn't fix up, yeah, and treat Tessa right, the next man will. I'm not being funny. See you later, Harden. See you later. That's basically where I got up to so far. But I'm going to be meeting my friends for a little walk in the park later on. And I thought I'd just read a little bit more until I meet them. Nah. I'm done with the betrayal. I'm done with the fights. I'm done with the frustration. I'm just done. Because I literally thought that Steph was the one good thing that Tessa had. I feel so bad for Tessa, man. Her world is crumbling down on her. Oh my gosh, it makes me so angry. It actually makes me so angry. I'm really angry right now at everyone, at the world. Like, why did they have to do her like this? This is to a whole nother extreme. This is not just like hateful, you know, girls or cliques or mean girls. This is not mean girls. This is fucking sabotage your life. This is sabotage to a different level of it. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but spoiler, I have to get into it, I'm sorry. So basically, Steph is bitter. She's a bitter girl. She's bitter because she had a thing with Harden, and she's like, oh, Harden broke all of our girls' hearts but you, like da. So basically what she did to retaliate is basically spiked Tessa's drink with some kind of drug, and basically Steph was gonna get, what's his name? Danny? Irrelevant. Anyway, one of the guys, she was gonna get one of the guys to basically, we don't know, but possibly rape her. And basically they were gonna film it and then show that to Harden, because the guy who was gonna do that, his sister had a rough past with Harden as well. Harden embarrassed his sister, basically. He did something to his sister. I don't want to say because, yeah, so they have a bad blood between them, the guy and Harden. So he wanted to basically get revenge on Harden by attacking Tessa and hurting Tessa. So it's all a bit mad. Like, I don't even know how it got so wrong. Like, I'm not being funny. The thing that really angers me is Harden saying that there's nothing good for him in Seattle, right? When there's nothing good for him where he currently is anyway. Like, the fact that he has the, I'm getting way too into it, but the fact that he has the audacity to freaking manipulate the situation by, you know, cancelling Tessa's accommodation situation. How dare you? I'm getting really heated in here. Like, I'm not being funny. Harden needs to get out the door. Harden needs to go. Harden needs to get out the face of the earth, because she's been through enough. Like, the worst is she's actually said she wants to go to her mum's house. That's how you know she's hit rock bottom. That's where I'm up to now. And I know her mum is going to be on some next level, like, overprotectiveness. Like, let's just see. I'm talking way too soon. Oh, just the point that I forgot actually is the fact that, just to, you know, support my case about Harden being a manipulator, the fact that he hid from Tessa that he wasn't actually expelled. So he used that as an excuse for her to come to England with him. Is it by force? Is it actually by force? I don't understand. Is it by force? It's her decision. If she doesn't want to come, leave it alone. If you don't want to go to Seattle, leave it alone. Do the long distance thing. But no, instead they break up. They've broken up now. They've broken up, right? Then Harden's going to go back and apologise, right? And then they're going to get back together, right? And then they're going to argue again, right? And then they're going to get back together again. I'm sick of it. It's the same fucking cycle. I'm sick of it. And the worst is, right, oh yeah, when he said those words about there's a big difference between not being able to live without someone and loving someone, when he said that, literally a day later he was like, I didn't mean it. Why would you say it then? If you didn't mean it, why would you say it? I don't get it. Literally, I nearly threw the book across the room because I was like, what? Everything that Hardin does, every mean comment that he makes, he gets out of it by, I didn't mean it, that's not how I meant it, I didn't mean to say that, I was drunk, I drank too much, I was angry, my temper. I don't care. Stop saying it. For God's sake. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your lessons. I need to see progression. I want to see, you know, leveling up. Guys, I'm actually fucking fuming. I'm fuming because now he's probably going to go to her mum's house, right? Talk some talk. She's going to forgive him because she's traumatized right now. She's going to forgive him. Where's Trevor? I'm not being funny. He needs to swoop in, take his girl, take his girl. But also that black dress. Oh my gosh, there was so much emphasis. You know, the dinner dress when they went to the cabin, there was so much emphasis on this sexy, beautiful, like black dress. Like sparkling, and she's walking into the room and everyone's eyes is like shoom, like everyone's looking at her and everything. They better, in the next film, if they do that scene and they add little bits from the book, they better do that dress justice. I want to see my jaw drop when I see that dress. It better not be like the gold dress from After We Collided. It better not be, because I was disappointed in that dress. I need to see a black mini dress that's got like straps, like, you know, I want to see the shebang. I need it to blind me from the level of sparkle, right? Expectations to a million, mate. And my expectations are up there.